Howdy all, and welcome to the Quad Life. Well, as you can see, I am in the same location that I was last week. And no, I have not been sitting here all week. It's just a new week, and decided this was the best place. I had originally thought I'd be outside, but big surprise, the weatherman was incorrect. Today, as I'm recording this, it was supposed to be in the upper 60s and near 70. Yeah, not so much. Last, I looked at my thermostat, it was like 51 or 54, somewhere around there. I just poked my nose and legs and everything else outside, and it's nicer out there, but still any breeze is rather chilly, at least for quadness of me. So here we are again inside. So some of what I've been hearing on the news or in social media are things about how the climate is adjusting or changing, and that we need to be carbon neutral and have all kinds of laws and rules and everything to protect the planet. Well, let's look at that again. First of all, obviously, I'm a quadriplegic, and I use a whole lot of stuff. So, on a daily basis, I use various equipment for, say, clearing out my lungs, for using the restroom. My chair here, of course, uses electric power in order to move around. So I guess I'm in an EV, if you want to say that way. It just doesn't have very good mileage, which, yeah. And it doesn't have any climate controls either, so it's a very basic unit. But as far as me trying to be carbon neutral, I don't think that's going to happen. As much stuff as I use, I think there's no way I could get enough solar panels, wind turbines, or maybe if I had my own nuclear energy power plant, then maybe I would offset myself. But that'd be about it. However, do we really need to? And should we be concerned about how, shall we say, flatulent cows are and how much they give off for methane? Well, if you look at what the main greenhouse gas is, it is actually water vapor. Now, water vapor obviously comes from evaporating water vapor. And if you look at any view of the Earth, guess what? 70% of the planet is covered in water. So therefore, water vapor is going to be sticking around. And in fact, that's a good thing. And you're not going to get rid of all the water. That would be very bad. So other gases such as carbon dioxide are actually a very, very small portion. So even what is there is not that big of a problem. But we also have God's assurance that everything will continue as long as we're needed. So I am restarting in one of my readings of early in the Bible, and I just read at the end of the flood in Genesis 9. that God told Noah that as long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, summer and winter, cold and heat, day and night shall not cease. So, in short, everything is going to continue just fine as it is. And what we do as far as the vehicle we're driving, or for kind of hairspray we're using, or that kind of thing, isn't going to make a difference. Now, yes, we need to take care of the planet, as we read in Genesis 1 and 2, that we need to take care of creation. So we need to do things like recycling, and obviously not doing things like dumping chemicals into the ocean or streams or anything of that sort, and properly disposing of these types of waste. But as far as just being a responsible person that isn't doing anything majorly bad, like pouring oil out on your yard or something of that sort, then we're really okay. However, there is a point that, yes, the earth is going to get hotter, but much hotter than predicted. We read in, I believe it's 2 Peter or 1 Peter, that the earth that we have it now is destined to be destroyed by fire, and that the elements are going to melt in the heat. So that is definitely a global warming, that it'll get real hot. But this is at the end of time, and it's just before, as we read in Revelation, the new heavens and the new earth, where there are no longer any death or mourning or crying or pain or quadriplegic or cancer or anything of that sort. So, as Iowa has been experiencing cold and warm and back and forth again, it's just part of normal fluctuation for the year. Ever since the flood of Noah, which was about 4,300 years ago, the earth is still getting back to its normal afterward and recovering from that. And we also have cycles in the sun that occur every 11 and 22 years. And I heard recently that this year is one of the maximum points that the sun is giving off heat as well. So that is also a part of why we have temperature changes. So that is what I had today. That someone like me, quadriplegic, really can't be carbon or net zero. It's really not something that we need to be extremely concerned about and work toward and make it so that we lose out on other areas too. So let me hear your comments below, and so I'm sure there are some that come up, but I will look forward to talking to you next week. Until then, bye for now.